and this is a weekly chart. And I want you to think about each week before the new trading week begins, preferably on the weekend, okay? The idea is you want to try to get a read on what you think that next weekly candle is going to do. Is it going to go higher or is it going to go lower? You're not trying to predict the close of the weekly candle. That's important, okay? You just want to see, before this weekly candle opened up, all we had was this indecisive candle, okay? Do you think that this candle that would have formed and opened here is more likely to go higher or lower? Obviously, with the benefit of hindsight here, but I can tell you, all of my students know we've been looking for lower prices, and I'll just give you a quick short list as the reasons why. Number one, seasonality. Okay, seasonal tendencies, it tends to go down around this time anyway. We also have discussions about how the Fed's going to raise interest rates. The stock market does not like that. We're also in earnings season. There's a lot of volatility because of earnings, and those factors, plus the underlying tone of the marketplace, which I'll show you when we get into the daily chart, it just, well, it's heavy, and this is where it was going to draw to, okay? Did I expect this entire range to be delivered in 1 week? No, that's not important. The point is I'm expecting the weekly candle to expand on the lower end, okay, or go down and gravitate towards this low, which it hasn't broken yet, but I think that's what we're probably going to aim for on Sunday's opening going into Monday's trading. So that's where I think it's drawing to. And that's the component I want you to focus on with your analysis. What is the market likely to draw to? When I say draw to, think of it as price being a paper clip, okay? And then you have this magnetic impulse that specific price levels and seasonality, okay, will put on price. It'll cause price to gravitate towards certain levels. And the measure of speed and magnitude that it moves to get to these levels, you learn that over experience. That's not something I can transfer. It's something you have to practice and see and study, and you get a rhythm for it, okay? Every educator knows what I mean by that, and every student that's been trained successfully by any other educator will not understand exactly what I mean by that. You just get a feel for it. It's experience. There's no way of defining outside of that. In the early stages of your development, you want to at least try to focus your attention on where that weekly candle is going to do. Now, here's the thing. It may start the first half of the week, or maybe just one day, expand lower. And if you get a setup in that, that's it. You're done. That's how you start working towards consistency. No student ever should try to trade every single session, every single day, because the only thing you're doing is building an expectation that you're going to be able to do this every single day profitably. And then if you do get a run of profitability, as soon as you get a losing trade, it's going to blow your mind. And you're going to want to correct it quickly, and you're going to start making irrational decisions. And then you enter that loser cycle I've talked about many times in the YouTube channel. So the only thing you're looking for is a likely movement higher or lower based on the weekly candle. Okay, that's all you're doing. That sets your initial bias for the week.